Okay, grade 2, once you've got the heart rate up and you've done some, whether it's skipping or just some movement between markers or some stationary things to get that heart rate up, what sports equipment have you got at home? What can you use this week? I've got a few different things out. You can get the soccer ball out, you can do some stationary things just like your normal toe taps, get those going with the soccer ball, put in some ribbons if you like, you can do the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and gradually get faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, gradually get faster with that. You can try and just move the ball around the top of your foot in one area with your other foot, do some rolling to the right, stopping it, rolling it back with your other foot, top of the ball. These sort of ones you can do inside. If you can go outside and do it, it's probably a lot better. You can take the ball for a walk using the inside and outside, the top of the ball, go in different directions, use some markers or shoes, whatever you want, going back around them. Obviously, depending on the space you've got, instead of walking, you can go for some jogs with the ball and controlling the ball. As I said, so many different things you can do with a round ball. It doesn't have to be a soccer ball, any ball you can use your feet with. If you've got someone you're doing it with, get them to stand back from you, do some passing and stopping. Remember, what you need to always do, you can do it just standing still and use the inside of your foot, whichever foot you want to use, to pass to your partner. Or there might be more of you, set up a triangle or a rectangle. Remember, when you stop a ball, you want your foot to be stationary, because if you try and stop it when your foot's moving, you're going to hit that ball away. So you can do some passing. If you haven't got someone to work with, find a wall. Maybe that's at home. There's a wall in your backyard or in your garage. Probably don't do it inside. Stand back, kick the ball at the wall, it'll come back, stop it, do it again. Practice on both feet, okay? I think it was in week 3 I showed you some videos of some different tricks you might start to do. You don't have to try to do that, but if you like to, you can do it from different things, some toe taps. You can kick it up and try and kick it up into your hands. Basic one, but quite difficult to start. Let it bounce, let it kick, let it bounce, let it kick. That gets you into the habit of being able to control the ball until you can get good at it. Use both feet with your juggling, they call it. So many different things, girls and boys, that you can try and do with a soccer ball. Okay, next one you can do, once again, if you haven't got a basketball, use the soccer ball. You might just have one ball you can do all these things with. Pat bouncing. Remember, what we want to do is not bounce over our waist, not go below our knee. All you're doing with pat bouncing is basically you're trying to control the ball as it comes up with your hands. It's like it's stuck to your hands, and what you're doing, you're getting your wrist, and you're putting that little bit of weight, and you're pushing it down. Stand still for a while. Do it on your most preferred hand. Practice on your other hand. Walk with it. Go backwards with it. Do the same with your opposite hand. Alternative hands, one hand to the other. Once again, once you get good at it, you feel of it, you don't have to look at the ball, you can just feel the ball as it comes up. Go backwards, go sideways, go for a jog. Depends on what distance or what area you've got, girls and boys. Try some around the world. Remember, what you want to try and do is bounce it and push it over to the other side, like so you're not losing control. I'm twisting with my hand, push it over to my other hand. Can you bounce it around through your legs? Remember that one, it's all about practicing and trying. Figure 8, go forward, go backwards, okay, do some lefts, some rights, all those sorts of things with dribbling a basketball. Are you doing it with someone? Practice doing a chest pass. Practice doing your one-hand passes, okay. After you pass a ball, I always think you should have your hands pointing in the direction that you're going. Have you got the opportunity to shoot some hoops, shoot some goals? Fantastic if you do. If you can't do it with one hand, do it with 2, pushing up from your chest. Now if you're doing it with one, you've got your support hand here that does all the work, or your dominant hand, and your other hand's your support hand, bending your knees, and all you're doing is you're coming down towards your hips, bending up, and you're using your knees and pushing it up, grade 2. pushing it up, push it up. Remember, in basketball, you want the ball to go up. Have a competition. How many passes can you do in 1 minute? If you're bouncing for distance, you've got markers set up. Get someone to time you. Right, 1 minute. How many number 8s can you do in 1 minute? There's so many different variations that you can do with different sports equipment. And as I said, we've done some soccer kicking and basketball bouncing. You mightn't have a soccer ball or a basketball. Use whatever ball you've got. To be honest, girls and boys, everything I just did then, you could do with a tennis ball. Whether it's from bouncing or to using your feet. Whatever ball you've got, I want you to try and use with it. Mix it up, be versatile. What else might you have? We did a lesson last week, girls and boys, with the footballs. What sort of football? The oval shaped ball have you got home? Remember we talked about kicking, about being how you hold the ball, how your hands need to be evenly spread. Making that love heart there, you can see my hands like so. Ball's resting slightly forward. When you kick, you want to look at your target, and then you're basically focusing on your ball and you're dropping the ball. You're not throwing the ball, you're dropping it onto your foot. Can you kick to someone? Can you kick it to a target? Kick it at a tree? Kick for distance. How many steps do you want to take? 1, 2, 3, and kicking. You might start off with, girls and boys, just practicing your drop, kicking to yourself, watching the ball, head over the ball, and nice and balanced. Trying to drop the ball instead of throwing the ball. You want to drop it onto your foot. Variations, that's the key. You might have some type of little bat at home, or a tennis bat, a tennis racket, or a cricket bat. Do some hand-eye coordination work, grade 2. Is it balancing? With your opposite hand. Tapping. Trying to control it. Once again, you're watching it, but you're using your hand to go where it is. Or the action's in the wrist, it's not so much in the arms. Remember the different variations we can do. Might just balance it. Can you jog with the ball? Can you jog backwards, sideways, in between your markers? Pancake, can you flip it over from one side to the other? Can you hit it on the ground? When it comes up, slap it down. Wait till it comes up. What am I looking at? I'm looking at the ball. Do a few hitting on the ground, a few hitting in the air, a few hitting on the ground. If you're feeling pretty confident, you might say, yeah, I want to swap my hand. Try that one. Try your opposite. On the ground. How are you going with these different things? Everyone will be at different stages. If you don't want to swap your hand and try it a hand, don't. Try it with 2 hands. Have you got the tennis racket home? Oh, I've got no racket at all, Mr. Smith. Get a book. Get a big book. No problems at all. Some of you might only have a cricket bat. Might use that. It's all about using, as we've talked about for this whole time, what have you got that you can use? Girls and boys. There's some different ideas for you girls and boys to try this week. Doesn't have to be in one lesson. Different things you can do throughout the week. Go for a walk, go for a run, keep active, and I'll see you all next week.